morning, my faithful, loyal YouTube subscribers and my Facebook and family and friends. I share these videos on Facebook and working on a way to share them on Instagram. Now that Instagram has IGTV, so watch out to see my videos on Instagram as I figure out how to upload videos to Instagram. It's really interesting to see how I figure it out. Ebony Magazine is reporting that 2 black women were denied a job because of their ghetto names. All right, so let me say this before I do this video. I know a lot of you all, a lot of my brothers and sisters are going to be offended by what I have to say about this article. But 2 women were denied a job by a company, and the company sent out an email, which the company has denied that they sent this email. They said that somebody hacked their account, an ex-employee hacked their account and did this without their permission, which might be some truth to that. There might be resentful, hateful ass employee out there. They're everywhere. And they hacked this these women's accounts and sent them emails saying that they were turned down because of their names. Well, over the past, I've spoken to a lot of people who work in human resources, who work at companies, and they've made it clear that certain names that come across on resumes, especially certain ethnic sounding or what they term maybe ghetto names, they don't even look at the resumes. They don't even look at their applications. They just read the name and they just toss it. This has been going on for years. Not just ethnic names. If it's a name they cannot pronounce, I don't care what ethnicity it might be, they look at the name and they say, okay, we can't even pronounce his name. They just toss it. That's why a lot of foreigners that come to the United States change their names to more American-sounding names. When in Rome, act like the Romans. That makes the most sense. I've never understood these ethnic-sounding names that people make up from. They just make them up. These names are just made up from vowels, and it's just ridiculous. Some of these names are hard to pronounce. I've never understood this. But I do understand as you become an adult, if your parent gave you a messed up ass name, change it. That makes the most sense. But some people embrace these names. My mama gave me Qualita Woo Woo. Nobody can spell Qualita Woo Woo. Nobody knows how to pronounce it. Your mama didn't even know how. They have all these weird names. I'm going to pause this for 1 second because the yard guys are making a lot of noise. I don't know if y'all can hear that. And let me give them a chance to weed back these weeds. I'm going to take Manny out. I'll be right back in 5, 4, 3, 2. And I'm back, but it seems to be quiet outside for right now. We'll see how long they're out there cutting the grass and blowing the leaves and blowing and weed whacking and everything, a lot of noise. But again, let me say this again. I don't want to offend anybody, but because I know that a lot of black folks, we all get so caught up in our emotions when it comes to names. But let's just keeping it real. We live in a world. We already know these white folks are racist as hell. They're gonna do anything in their power to keep black folks down. And then you go out and give your child, a name that no one can pronounce. I've never understood this. You already have all these obstacles that your child has to jump through, and you make it worse. Just the name that you get, because people are just going to make assumptions about a person with a name that they deem as ghetto or whatever, or ethnic. And they view this person as a troublemaker or something. It's just something that, it may not even be true. Just because you name Wada Wada Woo Woo, you could be the most smartest, intelligent person on planet Earth because of the name that your parents gave you at birth. It could hold you back. Could. Now, people are quick to say, well, there are a lot of people who have names who are having great success, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that's great. But if you have a name and when in Rome, act like the Romans, I don't see anything wrong with changing your public name You can keep your name for private use with family members and friends. But I would go with a more American-sounding name, whatever that might be. I have a few ideas in mind. Like I said, I'm not going to say it because I know y'all would rip it apart immediately. But I think some more American-sounding names would be more appropriate if you're out looking for a job. I think a name change is okay. Like I said, I know plenty of people. This is not my first time doing videos about this, and I have spoke to plenty of other people from other countries around the world who came here with names that were not easy. Actors and singers do it all the time. They make a change to fit the environment in which they're trying to pursue their career. But black folks, we get so caught up in it, trying to prove something, that we're independent race, that we don't need these white folks when we do, because they control every motherfucking thing in America today. And we don't want our world, for some odd reason, we seem to think, here comes the blowers. That's a little bit fast in these weed whackers. They're just going off the back porch right now. They're going to come blow off this front driveway. That's when I'm going to have to pause for that, because there's a whole lot of stuff out in that front driveway. But I don't even know if y'all can hear it. But I just think, me personally, I would never name my children names like that. I don't have any children, thank God. I never wanted any. But I wouldn't. I just know that those names can present some issues in their career. And some of you all are probably not going to understand this. Because it just seems like black folks are just stuck someplace. Defiant. To the very end. It's a name. And you all's eyes, these white folks, when they see those names come across their desk, and those resumes, they just put it in file 13. They just shove it. And we've known this for years. But the names still keep coming out with these weird names. Children, people, it's just like they're naming their child to fail in life. And I hate to see it that way. In a perfect world, you should be able to name your child whatever you want to. And they should be able to succeed at whatever they're trying to do based upon their character and their education and status. I mean, well, status really matters, but whoever they are. But unfortunately, in the world we live in, you got to get through the front door first to even prove all that. And if you have a name somebody can't even pronounce. Now, I will say, like I said, they say that this woman in this particular news article, that the employee hacked the accounts, an ex-employee hacked the account and sent out those emails. They said they didn't send those emails out. Yeah, I can imagine that employee was probably sitting in that office when all this was going on. And she just said, when they got rid of it, she might have even spoke up and said something. And they got rid of her ass. And she just let the truth be known. This is what was going on inside this office. We all know it happens every single day. And I'm looking at Van and she just threw up over here on the floor. I'm like, what did she throw up? A French fry. Girl and gave this girl a French fry last night. She just gobbled it down. Now I gotta clean this mess up. Oh, look like she's gonna eat the French fry now. Oh well. I don't think I could give my child a name. I read some of these names. I read the stuff. And sometimes I'm shocked. I'm just shocked. And people think these names are okay. They don't see any problem with these names. They name their children the most absurd names in our community. It's funny because one day Earl brought something home and I glanced over at it. It was a list. It was like the names of the students in that he had dealt with that day. I couldn't pronounce none of those names. I just looked at it. I was like, God, this is what these parents are. Let me pause this for a second. All right, I'm back. So he's done blowing the driveway. It was a lot of noise. I didn't want that noise to be in the video. But as I was saying, I would never name my child one of these weird names because I already know what's going to happen. But Earl went to brought some paperwork home one day and laid it on the table. And I just happened to glance at it and I was looking at it. I could not pronounce any one of those names. So I asked him, I said, well, how do you know what to, when you see these child's names? He said, this is the kid. How do you pronounce your name? And I tell him. I said, oh, okay, so that's kind of confusing to be a teacher and you don't know how to pronounce your student's name, or, until you learn. And it was weird. Every name on that piece of paper, I was like, okay, this is crazy. And black folks don't see nothing wrong. We don't see it we don't see the damage that we're doing to each other to our children with these crazy names. We don't understand that. People just don't get it. Or maybe they don't desire to understand it. I don't know. It's weird to me. I don't know. It just makes you wonder. Now, I'm looking at the news now. Aretha Franklin passed away today. It's kind of a sad situation. They said she was sick for a little while. So I think she was up there in age, in her 80s, I believe. Legendary Aretha Franklin. I'm getting a lot of text messages and stuff. So, anyway, I would love to hear you all's thoughts and opinions. This video kind of whacked a little bit because of all the racket outside. It don't look like they're going to leave no time soon because they got a mess out there to clean up. So I would love to hear you all's thoughts and opinions about names in the black community, or ethnic sounding names, or some people may call them ghetto. And there's a whole people back. And if you do have an ethnic sounding name or one of these ghetto names, does it make sense to just change it? Do a name change. Even if it's just for purposes of business, seeking a job, just do it, but keep your personal name from exactly that personal use at home, like a little nickname. That's what I suggest. Love to hear you all's thoughts and opinions. I'm going to end this video because they out there making this. I got to move these cars too so they can finish blowing down this driveway. But I look forward to reading you all's thoughts and opinions about this. I'm just curious to know what you all think. Anyway, I'm out of here and enjoy. Today it is the 16th, Thursday, August the 16th, the year is 2018. And I'm curious to read you all's thoughts and get your opinions about this. I'm out. Bye.